Hello guys, this is ZFoxy and welcome back to this is the title in the video AMD Polaris versus NVIDIA Pascal. Now, NVIDIA's Pascal will feature 4x the precision performance, which is basically saying like it can do any number of tasks with ease. But what's more interesting is that it's going to be in the new Tesla car. It's not for gaming, guys. No, 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 no. We can thank AMD for gaming. But what's really interesting is that it's going to be in car. Like a car. Like it's going to be like it'll help with self-intelligence. And that self-intelligence will turn into a Terminator and kill us all. Oh god, run for your lives. Ah, no, I'm fucking with you. But this Pascal GPU will actually it will be it will not be for the average consumer. It will be for bigger companies like the companies that do video rendering or I want to say picture rendering, but picture rendering doesn't take that much power. Maybe I'll just picture rendering into the 2 times the speed. I don't know. You can give me a number of reasons why you would want it. It's still, to me, it sounds like it'd all be a bunch of monarchy. Um, so the Polaris on AMD's side will actually deliberately go against the NVIDIA Pascal, the AMD Radeon R9 480 and Radeon R9 470 series, which sounds pretty powerful. The AMD Polaris 10 and 11 GPUs are ready for Computex. That's what the article tells me. First off, we have a report from Bench Life, which mentions that AMD will officially showcase their Polaris GPU based on products at Computex, where they will also be able to be introducing their Bristol Ridge APUs. In fact, the Bristol Ridge mobility notebooks will be bundled with the latest Radeon M400 series chips. And basically what that means is that it'll be like dual it'll be like dual things. The Bristol Ridge laptops will be shipping with several GPU solutions and will be housing integrated onboard discrete graphing chips, which basically is just NVIDIA's Quadro M series. And so when it's the NVIDIA Quadro M series, they believe that it will win back some of the GPU market share and basically boost them up from being number 2 on the leaderboards back up to number 1 in the gaming community, which sounds nice. It does. But they're going to have to work hard to get it back. So the Radeon R9 380X will have 32 compute units. It will have an engine clock of 900 700 megahertz. Texture units will be 12B or 128. The ROPS will be set 32. The memory configuration will be 4 gigabytes of DDR5, which is pretty impressive. The memory interface will be 256-bit. It'll take, around 190 watts, which is actually pretty impressive. Like, what was it? The R9 Fury took like 200 something watts. And so that's a big increase on performance and efficiency. The FreeSync will have the FreeSync support. It'll have virtual super resolution. It'll have frame rate target control, which means you can control its frame rate so you don't get too much or too little. Which might actually be ideal for certain situations. Like say if you're trying to figure out the speed of which something is going on for like physics or something, you can use that and say I want it to run at this frame rate right now, and it'll do it. which sounds great to me. So it looks pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll probably post a picture of it inside the video. It has two DVI ports, one HDMI port, and one display port. Pretty typical. If these GPUs were meant to replace the Radeon R9 380 series and the Radeon R9-R7 series, then I think the specifications make sense. The Radeon R9 380 series shipping with the Tonga have a TDP of 190 watts. AMD can cut the TDP by 70 and 80 watts and other performance equivalent to their current Radeon R9 390 series. Parts which will be really nice. Same goes for pricing. The Radeon R9 380 series is available in a sub $300 price range, which is for gaming really pretty cheap. Like if I show up with, I don't know, I'm gonna search up right now, GTX 980 Ti, which is like the newest and bad asserous stuff. That's $642, and with this AMD, it will be just as powerful, if not more powerful than that, and it comes at a price range of $300. Like, this will be the graphics card that sits in everybody's living rooms on their computer because of how inexpensive it is right now. Like, the pricing could change though, but if it doesn't change, that will be impressive. Like, it'll be for like gaming PCs. It'll be like, I don't know. It just is really impressive. It's also a GPU designed for small form factors. So, sorry. I have a little bit of a cold. So, it'll also be concert caliber in performance in a thin and light notebook. So, basically, take the Lenovo Yoga series for an example. Lenovo Yoga series, really, really thin. Like, I don't know if you guys have those big clunky computers at your school, but it's about as thin as the screen of one of those. And that's pretty impressive. So the fact that they're saying that you can get gaming performance out of a laptop as thin as a Lenovo Yoga, I'd like to see what sorcery they're pulling out of their ass. But we will see. And if it's cheap, I will buy. You hear that? That's the sound of my fingers rubbing together, meaning I'll put some money down on that shit. So, the GPU, the R9 470, the Polaris 11, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm looking at their entire lineup here. Alright. So, the Fury X successor is the Vega 10. And it runs on the 14 nanometer process, and it looks like for the rest of the it's also going to run on the 14 nanometer process. So the Fury X successor will have 16 gigabytes of HBM2 memory. It'll have a TDP of to be determined. Well, I'm going to say it's going to be like around 100 watts. How about that? Its ROPS will be at 64. Its TMUs will be 256. Its stream processors will aka CUDA cores will be at 4096, which is pretty impressive, especially for gaming. So, I'm talking about all this and like how powerful it'll be for gaming. It'll be a console killer. It'll be like stuff like that. But I'm not really talking about like how it's going to do that or how it's going to do all or like that. So basically what I mean by that is that it's going to take the GPU. It's going to take another GPU. It's going to have sex with it. It's going to pour out baby GPU. And there you go. No, I'm playing with you. So basically what it means for in-game performance is that it means faster frame rate in Crysis. Or you know what? Actually no, I have a great idea. I have a shit-tastic idea, and it's actually really shit. But hey, here's the idea. Nothing. Absolutely no, I'm fucking with you. It's The Witcher. I was thinking of The Witcher, yeah. So The Witcher, yeah. The Witcher basically runs nothing. You can't run it on any GPU on max settings with anti-aliasing without your computer deciding, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm jumping out the back window, and I'm not going to talk to you again. But with this, from what it looks like you could actually run The Witcher at maximum performance and have at least playable frame rates. Don't quote me on that. But if it does, that'll be pretty impressive. Now, since the NVIDIA Pascal GPU, basically NVIDIA pieced out on the gamers because they think it's a dying market or something, well, sucks for them because it finds out it's not a dying market and they're going to mess themselves up. So, let me take a reference card for example. NVIDIA Titan X. Titan X. So the NVIDIA Titan X, if my computer decides it likes me today. So the NVIDIA Titan X comes in around $1,000, which is actually a lot cheaper than when it first came out. I remember when it first came out, when I tried to order it. I didn't try and order it. I looked at its pricing. I almost threw up my lunch. It was around $300,000, the way the Pascal GPU is right now. And now it's only like $1,000. I say that as if like I'm trying to convince someone to buy it for me. I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to be so kind enough to do so, I'll gladly accept it. I won't say no. But no, you don't. You guys don't have to do that, unless if you want to. If you want to, by all means. But so I can just go around, look at the details of the GTX Titan, and I can just say, damn, because it's pretty impressive. If you've seen some gaming snapshots, in fact, I'll probably put in a gaming snapshot of the Titan X and how powerful it is, like in the video. So when I show you that, just take a look at that. So as you can see there, its performance is really high when it comes to The Witcher. And the Fury, the new Fury that's coming out, the Polaris AMD GPU, is speculated to be like 2 times more powerful, which is actually pretty good. Like if they can shove all that power, like the full amount of power of a GPU into a laptop for gaming, I don't know how I would handle that. I think I would have like a mini aneurysm or something, because just thinking about how they would shove something that powerful into something that small makes it sound more like an innuendo waiting to happen than it does for it to actually work. Like, I can just imagine it now, like it's going to have like a bump out in the bottom of it, and that's how they get it so thin. It's just like really one ugly bump out that bumps out the bottom. But I don't know about that. But anyway, if you liked what I said and or want to see more of my channel, hit that like button and or subscribe. Anyway, thank you and peace.